Hey everyone, Davron here, and I'm back with the content again, after taking a break for Christmas, and so I thought, what a fitting way to come back to making content again than to rank my top 5 favorite games of the year. So this is based on the criteria of what I played, and I didn't actually play a lot of new games this year, mostly just Nintendo stuff, and a few other big third-party releases, but all in all, I really just played a lot of retro games on emulators and other stuff. I got my new computer set up, but that was closer to the end of the year, so I didn't get to play a lot of really big games that came out this year, because I only had a Switch and a bad computer. And I have a better computer, so I can play a lot more games in 2022. So, this is based on what I played this year, and it was mostly just Nintendo stuff, so expect to see that. Maybe we'll just call it the top 5 Nintendo games of the year, in my opinion. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into number 5. Now for this list I had a very definitive top 4, but the 5th game is actually one of the hardest to choose, as there were so many pretty decent games that I played that I'd put up for the spot, that came out in 2021. And it was really hard to choose the one to go on the spot, so I decided to go with WarioWare Get It Together. Now I know it's a Nintendo exclusive, so it may not be as grand as some of the other games that were nominated for Game of the Year, but it's one I played, and WarioWare Get It Together was a really enjoyable WarioWare game. Had a lot of good microgames, all the characters felt at least decent to control, and to beat all the microgames with. While there wasn't as much content as some of the other Wario games, and it's not as inventive as previous games in the series, it's still just a really fun time, and I had a great time completing it, and playing co-op with friends and family. WarioWare Get It Together was a fun time, for as long as I played it. I sort of lost interest in it afterwards, but I really enjoyed what I played, and as an intro to the series, it's not a bad way to start off. So now on to number 4. Number 4 on the list is Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. Mario 3D World was announced alongside Super Mario 3D All-Stars in the Super Mario Bros. 35th Direct, and it was met with pretty well regard. Everyone was looking forward to it, and it was one. Nintendo took forever to port this game from Wii U to Switch. Even its pseudo-sequel, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, got ported first. And it got ported to 3DS. Honestly, that was pretty interesting, that it took them so long to port it. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker even got DLC before Mario 3D World came over. So, that was weird. So anyway, 3D World came over, and it housed a lot of amazing changes, including a faster-paced game, a few retools of the motion controls and blowing into the microphone. But overall, it feels great. It looks amazing on Switch. The water textures especially look great in the first Bowser's Castle stage. A lot of the jungle stages, all the stages look amazing, and it's really, really fun to play and platform. And especially to fight with your friends over who gets the crown. I had a lot of fun with that. And Bowser's Fury was a new open-world Mario experience. Obviously, their take on mimicking what Breath of the Wild did, and yeah, even Nintendo themselves has to copy from Breath of the Wild because of how successful it really was. Not completely copy, but also head into the same direction, just like Sonic Frontiers, there's Pokemon Legends Arceus, the new Kirby game. Breath of the Wild really did have a giant impact on the industry, and that's not a bad thing. It's a really great game, and Bowser's Fury is a really fun experience, and it's definitely a new step for the Mario series, and it'd be interesting to see it expanded upon in its own separate game, not as a side mode. So yeah, Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury, two completely separate experiences, but both are extremely fun. So, the third place ranking on the list is going to be a little bit controversial, but I picked Sonic Colors Ultimate. Now, Sonic Colors Ultimate was one of my most anticipated games, because it was the first game that I was sorta there for and able to buy games on my own, rather than 2017 Sonic Forces, which is when I had a big interest in the series, but didn't have my own money to buy games. And now I do. So Sonic Colors Ultimate was the first release that I was there for. Well, I guess except for Team Sonic Racing, which I do own, but still. It was cool, and I hadn't actually played Sonic Colors Ultimate. It was the one title that I never got around to emulating, which is weird, so I missed out on that, and it looked like a lot of fun always, and Sonic Colors Ultimate was looking really good to me. I really liked the visuals. I don't know, I don't think it's really that bad. I ran into no glitches on my playthrough, and my review of the game still holds up to this day, even though a few opinions have changed. And now that it's been patched, it's genuinely a really fun time that I'd recommend picking up. If you want to avoid the Switch version, that's fine, but I never ran into any issues, and Sonic Colors Ultimate was just a fun time. It had some creative and original levels, some really good and fun platforming, it had speed and 3D when it needed to, It didn't overstay its welcome. It was a bit short, but still, it was sweet and fun. Sonic Colors Ultimate was a pretty good remaster, all things considered. Even though a lot of people experienced bugs, I didn't. And that didn't affect my enjoyment of the game. So, all Sonic Colors Ultimate was to me is a good Sonic game, brought over to a new generation of consoles, looks better, except for Starlight Carnival's Light Road, that kinda doesn't look great. But all in all, it's just good vibes and good changes all around. I really enjoyed the game. Now, number 2 is one that I don't know if any of you have seen coming. It's Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite's a game I've been enjoying a lot recently. I've always been big on shooters, but I was mostly into the PC shooters. I played some Call of Duty, Valorant, Overwatch, but I never really got into Halo because I never had an Xbox. But now that Xbox are doing a great job of bringing their games to Steam and to other platforms, something that PlayStation could really learn from, and they sort of are, but still. Anyway, they brought it to Steam, and I tried out the multiplayer, and I was really having fun with it. It offered so many modes, creative weapons. It was really fun. The maps were all well designed, and it was just fun going around shooting people, playing some Halo. I really like blowing people up with the rocket launcher, and just using the different weapons and different vehicles. The vehicles especially are really good and really fun to use. And you can get some really tactical advantages with it. All the vehicles are at least fun to use, and the weapons are all unique and varied. And the campaign especially, I'm not finished with the campaign, but it's really, really good. There's a lot of stuff here that I won't go into yet because I'm saving that for a full in-depth review coming soon. But Halo Infinite is definitely worth picking up and playing. Even if you're just playing the multiplayer, it's still amazing, and I know you'll have a good time with Halo Infinite. If you want to pick up the campaign, I can say right now, it's definitely worth your time and money, but I'm saving that again for a review coming soon. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, my favorite game of the year. So hopefully you all stuck to the end of the video, because that would be much appreciated. And anyway, so my game of the year was Mario Party Superstars. Mario Party Superstars is genuinely one of the most unironically fun, creative, and engaging experiences I've played this year. Mario Party Superstars. Now I know I may be just you're confused. Why am I going so in-depth and amazed at a Mario Party game? Well, I myself have never actually played a Mario Party game before. It's another series that sort of eluded me for a while, and Mario Party Superstars was incredible. I like playing with friends. The online is somehow good. I never thought we'd see the day when Nintendo implements a good online system in their games. It rarely ever lagged. If a player disconnects, it doesn't stop the match, it replaces them with the CPU. And the CPUs are kind of weird, I guess. Sometimes they'll use the custom dice blocks to roll below the amount they need for the star. It's really weird, sometimes the CPUs are kind of dumb, but Mario Party Superstars is generally an excellent collection of boards, minigames, and as you can see by the amount of content I've made on Mario Party Superstars, I really enjoy this game. Playing with friends, playing with family, playing online. It's genuinely a really joyful experience. All the boards are great. My personal favorite is Horrorland, and it takes a lot of twists and turns. You can use all the boos to your advantage, and even King Boo to steal 3 stars, which I have pulled off once, and it was amazing. And even then, chance time and all that stuff, all the crap that can happen to you in Mario Party, it's still fun. You just take it with a straight face. You're having fun in Mario Party. There's no escaping it. You will have fun. And Mario Party Superstars is just a perfect casual game, which is what the Switch is all about. The Switch, it reels in these casual experiences because out of the gate it comes with 2 controllers. And it's just really fun. These experiences on the Switch are great, but the Switch also has a lot of great first-party and big offerings, if you're a serious gamer. But these casual experiences are really where the Switch thrives, and Mario Party Superstars is amazing. I'd highly recommend you go check it out for yourself, and if you don't enjoy it, then we have a problem. That's it for me, Davron, signing off.